So we are taking a journey of self-discovery with the Effective Leadership Academy. So helping students and educators develop the skills for success is Flo Brett. She is the founder and executive director. Thank you for coming in today.
Well, thank you for having us.
I love the concept of this. Can you kind of explain to us what you do and how you got started doing this?
Absolutely. So if you can imagine, as a leader in the adult world, when you get put into a leadership position, you oftentimes get leadership training that goes with that.
Sure.
That's what I used to do. So in the corporate world, I was training leaders to be more effective in their roles. My very first career was pediatric nursing, so I've always had a passion for wanting to work with children and develop children. And when I had the opportunity with my family to move from the UK to the US, my youngest son was making a big transition into kindergarten, and I decided to spend a couple of years in the classroom with him, helping him become his best advocate with significant learning differences from a premature start. And it was while I was in the classroom with my leadership head on and my understanding of child and child development that I recognized, why are we waiting until young people develop into these leadership positions? Why can't we do this?
Yes.
Why can't we do it? You got it. So what we now do, the Effective Leadership Academy, we're 16 years old. We've worked with over 50,000 people here in Cleveland, Ohio. Little people, giving them the skills from 5th grade up to become the best version of themselves so that they're ready when they move into those leadership roles.
So what are some of the things they're learning?
Yeah, so communication, critical thinking, collaboration, how to make a good first impression. It takes 7 seconds, and what goes into that. And I know a lot of our younger people are now struggling with that time they had in COVID hidden behind screens.
Sure.
They've forgotten how to make this communication and talk to each other. And so we're helping them learn to collaborate, learn to critically think, learn to be effective leaders in the classroom, and then hopefully in the workforce as they transition out of high school into college.
I mean, you're giving them a whole new level of confidence that they might not have. Are you, well, you see it daily, so what is the results? Do you have an example maybe of someone who's gone through this process? And
so a young man that walked into my class on crutches, struggling with sort of his mental health. He shared with me the reason he was on crutches was because he'd been shot in the leg. He was in a gang fight and just really struggling with who he was. And one of the activities that we help students is reminding them of the positiveness within themselves. So giving them affirmation cards where they write positive comments. And this young man was scribbling away. And then I saw him 18 months later at his high school graduation. He didn't know I was going to be there. I didn't know he was going to cross the stage. He received a full scholarship to go to college. And I went running up to him and I said, "I'm so excited for you." He said, "Stop." And out of his back pocket, he pulled his affirmation cards from 18 months
Oh, you're going to make me tear up right now. Are you kidding me?
And he said, "Flo, these kept me off the street, they kept me out of prison, and they kept me alive," because his twin brother, unfortunately, passed away in that gang fight.
I can't imagine how rewarding of a job. And you are a nonprofit.
Yes, we are.
So how do you get your funds? How can we help this?
Yes, so as an educational nonprofit, we reach out to philanthropic funds, people who have a passion to want to make a difference in the life of children. We work with schools, about 240 schools and community youth serving organizations. Some of them can afford to pay, some of them can't, and that's where we try and raise funds to be able to help them.
So is it through do the schools connect them to you then, or do you ever have individuals reach out to you to say, "I would like my child to be part of the program"? And what's the program? Is it year round? Is it a certain time frame?
All year. We do lots of different programs. We work with educational partners, so we go into schools, we look at what their life skill, leadership development gaps are, workforce development skills, and we help provide that holistic nature for the development of a child. So we work with schools, we go into prisons, and we work with young men and women as they're transitioning out of the prison environment. We go into corporate entities and work with interns as they're successfully graduating. The Cleveland Clinic is a great example. We've got a program here in a couple of weeks with the Cleveland Clinic, preparing their summer interns for success in the corporate entity.
That's amazing. And I believe we have some information on one of the events that you have going on. So the rising 5th through 8th grade students, July 15th through the 19th, at Highland Software in Westlake. Could they go to the website to sign up for this?
They absolutely can. This is a summer camp, a full week, 9 to 3, Monday through Friday. It's actually based on the TV series The Amazing Race, where we teach young people how to be creative and critical thinkers and effective communicators. A great program.
Honestly, you know, we get to interview a lot of people with this business. I have to say that this is one where I can look at you and honestly know from the bottom of my heart that you are making a huge difference in lives all across our area, and you have to keep up the amazing work.
Thank you.
And we need to continue to support you in any way we all can, because that story you just told is so touching.
Thank you.
And we need more of that.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in
Thank you
today. So nice
much.
to
I
meet
appreciate you.
To learn more, again, you can go to effectivela.org. So please go there.